For today, March 16th. So I did a warm-up, recovery run this morning, roughly 4 miles, and then I did just over 7 miles, about 7.5 miles of interval work. Basically, the interval session was just over half a mile at threshold pace, 1.5 minute recovery, did 3 of those, then took a 3-minute light jog in between, and then another 3 set of intervals, and then a cool down. Pretty good session. I averaged a pretty good pace for me, which is like 6:15 pace for those. No walk breaks, no stopping and getting off the treadmill or anything, so I was pretty happy with that. I have not done a good job of that in the past. There's been a lot of times where I'd start getting tired and I would jump off the treadmill and catch my breath and get back on. Not really the purpose of the workout, so I was happy with doing a better job this time of sticking to the plan and actually focusing on what the point of the workout is, which is to get comfortable being uncomfortable. So I'm happy. I also switched to a new brand of running shoes. I tried them out this morning on the light run, and they felt great. I've been rocking the Saucony ISOFITs. I think these are called the Zealot. Good running shoe. They're light. They're all right on the cushioning. They fit well. I've got a pretty wide foot, so it's not always easy for me to find things that don't give me hot spots around the toe box. But these do pretty well. The upper material is, you probably can't see it super well, but it's got some flex in here, and then the overlays kind of help you lock it down. Fits pretty well. It's kind of forgiving, I think, in that respect. And they've been good shoes. I had a pair before these. They lasted 400 miles. The cushioning was pretty dead at that point, so I probably could have gotten rid of them sooner, but I'm a baller on a budget. I don't want to throw away $100 running shoes unless I've beaten every last mile out of them. So anyway, I have gone to Hoka's, which I gather they're now Hoka One instead of One. Feels weird to say that. I'll just call them Hoka's. These are the Clifton 3. So they've got 4 miles on them right now. I don't know. We'll see what happens. They felt like running on pillows for the first 4 miles. We'll see how long that lasts. I've heard a bunch of good things from other people that have reviewed them. If you I don't know if you've ever watched The Ginger Runner, probably, but he reviews them. They were one of his 2016 running shoe of the year picks, and so far so good. I mean, the only kind of thing that makes me a little nervous is, like I said, I've got wide feet, so they're a little more narrow than other things I've worn in the past. There's not quite as much room in the toe box as, say, Ultras that I've used, where, they feel roomy. I don't know. We'll have to try them on a long run and see if I end up getting pain or blistering. I hope not. They didn't feel that tight, so we'll see. I don't know. It's a lot of money to drop on a roll of the dice, but I've been having some mild knee pain. I'm putting in between 50 and 60 miles a week, so I definitely don't want to let that become an issue. I've had 2-3 marathons get derailed due to injury issues over the last few years, and I'm just tired of putting in a ton of training hours and then not being able to do my best on race day because of injury. I mean, it's one thing if you got a 20-mile-an-hour headwind, there was nothing you could do about that, but injuries I feel like are somewhat avoidable. If you listen to your body and you react to it quickly instead of just doing what I've done in the past and just push through it with stubbornness. So we'll see if this helps. I haven't had any major issues. I have changed my stride pretty drastically over the last year, from being more of a heel pounder and my foot strike being way out in front of my center of gravity, to more of a midsole land foot strike, and that's made a huge difference. I mean, I used to have crazy shin splint problems, to the point I even had a stress fracture. I ran a marathon with a stress fracture in my tibia, and that was terrible. Certainly don't recommend that. So I've gotten that behind me anyway, so now it's just like really mild knee pain, but I don't want to let it turn into something serious. And I had heard plenty of people suggest that Hokas do a good job of negating that kind of stuff, so we'll find out. That's it for today. That's where I'm at.